Changes to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, running back on the move. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1. Team.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Branch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Branch. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast. Understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be changing the route. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Branch. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Thomas. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
That's reeled in, it's Branch. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Got it behind the line. It's Tate. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easy.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run.
Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and field shrinks. You got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Throwing on the right. Pulls it in on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Now improvising. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
The Dogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Stockton. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Sometimes you're just living right. You put the ball in jeopardy in the middle of traffic, and he makes the grab off the deflection.
No, Reese, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Throw over the middle of the field and zone when all the eyeballs are looking right at you, towards a defender. Not the best offense, but, man, they caught a break. You take those breaks, and you don't apologize for them.
To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Fit it in the window for the the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create take.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They go to the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it can be a long game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
To throw, it's Simpson. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. The 40. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Longhorns! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give is to Miller. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Past the 40. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. It's incomplete. I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Oh, they're after him. Fires to the big fella. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He's got him. There he goes. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Working that left side now. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Texas! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Horton. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Slithers into space. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going to run it. It's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. A little screen to the running back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
To the air, it's Simpson. Back's got it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
From the gun, looking for a man. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cuevas. He is denied, and they will not be able to take the lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. The give on the inside. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. He's got it again. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got enough space. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will give them the lead.
Defense has got to do a better job of crowning this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
He's got the back in the middle. Finds a crease at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
To the air, it's Simpson. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Razor. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Fighting off the defender.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They'll run it from the gun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Direct snap. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Here's the pressure. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense trying to take it back. There he goes to the right. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Texas. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a shift in momentum. What a big-time play. He just took matters into his own hands.
And what a mistake by the QB throwing the football. His receiver, obviously, they weren't on the same page at all, but the defender steps in front, makes the big play, and then every kid's dream, right? You play defense, you create the turnover, and then you take it all the way to the end zone.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his tight end. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He'll pull it down and run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw at Simpson. Got it in the middle. It's Cuevas. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I'm loving the command of this quarterback right here. You can tell he's not worried. He knows his answers. 3 for 3 on the drive, moving the ball down the field, trying to put this offense in a position to get right back in this football game.
When you have a leader like this guy, you've got a chance to win, and that's what you see right now. There's just a different energy in this offense trailing in this 2-minute situation. He's already thrown a couple of touchdowns. He's made some massive plays, and he's got the defense on their heels here late.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down. They're in plus territory and now threatening to get the score.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
Pulls it in. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Pulls it in. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sidelines, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
He got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Complete out of the backfield. He goes out of bounds just short of the first down marker, and the defense gets a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.